Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, this is the NITA Criminal Statutes. This is a book that's meant to protect the innocent and punish the guilty. In this case, we can just put this book aside because this case is based on sloppy police work, half-hearted investigation, and Lauren Jones, a lifelong criminal who knows how to work the system. Lauren Jones has been in and out of prison his whole adult life. Lauren Jones walks the streets looking for someone to rob or something to steal. Lauren Jones is the man who walked into a booze market with a stolen handgun, waving the gun around at people, telling them if they didn't give him the money, he was going to shoot them dead. Lauren Jones is the one who walked up to Ali Abood at the cash register, pointed a gun at his head, and said, "Give me the money in the cash register." Lauren Jones is the reason that Ali Abood reached under the counter to grab a .22 pistol, fired off a shot. Lauren Jones is the man responsible for Rachel Abood's death. Rachel Abood is an innocent victim killed in the course of a felony. Lauren Jones was arrested in the market with the gun by the police. Lauren Jones was charged with armed robbery and murder. Lauren Jones was booked. Lauren Jones was arraigned on robbery and murder. And Lauren Jones was in jail waiting to go to prison for the rest of his life. But then the police gave Lauren Jones a gift. They went to the police holding cell and they gave Lauren Jones a name. They gave Lauren Jones John Burns, my client. The police gave him that name because my client is married to the woman who owned the stolen handgun that Lauren Jones used in the robbery. They traced my client, they found out that he owned a black car, and they went to Lauren Jones and gave him that information. Lauren Jones took that information. For the next day, he worked it in his mind. He came up with all kinds of juicy details to pin this crime that he committed on my client. Lauren Jones deserves to go to prison for the rest of his life. That's what this book says. This book says Lauren Jones is the man responsible for armed robbery and felony murder. But that's not going to happen. Lauren Jones was offered a sweetheart deal by the prosecutor. Give us the name of your accomplice and we will reduce the murder, armed robbery, down to a class 4 felony armed robbery. Yes, Lauren Jones can do 10 years, but Lauren Jones can also be out in 12 months, according to this book. Lauren Jones has every incentive to lie. Why the police would go to the big fish and offer him a sweetheart deal like that for a little fish, the man who was supposedly driving the car, which we don't even know if that man exists. I'm here today to defend my client, and I have a lot of work ahead of me. We live in an age where digital footprints follow us wherever we go. Cell phone towers track our movements through the cell phone. Call logs from the cell phones track who we talked to, who we texted to. Video surveillance. You cannot go down a street in the city of Nita without being recorded by 20 video surveillance cameras on the outside of businesses. I have my work cut out for me. I have to explain why my client has been in contact with Lauren Jones through cell phone use for the last year. No, wait a second. There is no record of any cell phone communications between my client and Lauren Jones. There's been nothing. No emails, no phone calls, no texts, no postcards, no letters, no communication, because my client does not associate with people like Lauren Jones. Now, Lauren Jones has every incentive to lie. Lauren Jones has a deal that he gets a get-out-of-jail-free card, can actually be out of prison in a month. And all he needs to do is get up on this stand and tell his version of the story that he gave the prosecutor, which is, I didn't do it. Someone else made me do it. John Burns made me do it. John Burns had nothing to do with this crime. John Burns was home with his wife and his bowling buddy watching ESPN, big bowling tournament that came on at 4 o'clock. I will present alibi witnesses as his wife, that he was in the house, and his best friend, to say he was nowhere near a Booth's Market at the time of the robbery. The sad part in all this is Lauren Jones will never be punished for the death of Rachel Booth. A death that was totally avoidable if Lauren Jones had not stolen that gun and walked into a Booth's Market and committed the robbery on May 9th, 2018. We will present evidence that will show my client is innocent. And at the end of this trial, you have control. It's too late to do anything about Lauren Jones. Lauren Jones has his plea agreement that he signed with the prosecutor. Lauren Jones is going to get away with murder, and there's nothing you can do. But there is something you can do for my client. Something that they have no control of. You can listen to the evidence, you can use your common sense and good judgment, and you can find my client not guilty of all charges. Thank you.
Thank you, counsel. Just give me a moment. Tie.
I'm supposed to wear a tie? Sorry, sir. For your honor.
We just had on Thursday evening, a forum with all the judges, local judges, all of whom said they would not let an attorney in the well area if the attorney was not wearing a tie, if it was a male attorney.